So here we are having to write a quadratic function that has a vertex of -2, 2, and the graph goes through the point -4, 6. Well, the vertex has very special values called h, k. And we know that y equals a times x minus h, quantity squared, plus k. Now, any point that the graph goes through is an ordered pair x, y. So they're giving us 4 values. They're giving us the h value, they're giving us the k value, we're also getting an x value, and we're getting a y value. The only thing that we are not given is the a value. But if we can plug in all those numbers into our quadratic function in vertex form, we'll be able to solve for a. So that's the first thing we want to do, is plug in all our values h, k, x, and y into our vertex form. And then what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to solve for a. Once we solve for a, we'll be able to plug in a, h, and k, which are called parameters, into our function y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. And that's going to leave us a function with an input of x and an output of y. So let's get started. So I'm going to do this all in blue. In place of y, I'm going to put a 6. A is unknown, so we'll make that gray. And then in place of x, I'm going to put -4, minus, in place of h, -2, quantity squared, plus my k value of 2. So we have 6 equals a times the quantity, -4 plus 2 is -2, quantity squared, plus 2. 6 equals a times 4 plus 2. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides, and I get 4 equals a times 4 is the same thing as 4a. And then plus 2 minus 2, zeroed out. Divide both sides by 4, and it seems like we did a lot of work just to get a equals 1. That is not going to happen all the time. However, it happened this time, and we're loving it. So that was step 1 and step 2. Now step 3. I'm going to take these values and I'm going to plug them in. Y equals 1 times the quantity x minus a -2 quantity squared plus 2. So in place of h, I put -2, and in place of k, I put +2. And then we had this value of a equals 1 that we put in for a. Y equals, let's just stick with red here, y equals x plus 2 quantity squared plus 2. There's our vertex form. However, if they want us to put this in standard form, we're going to need to multiply out our binomial squared. So y equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. That's our binomial times itself. And then plus 2 gives us, in standard form, y equals x squared plus 4x plus 6. And that's called standard form. So if we are looking for a max or a min, we are going to complete the square. if we are looking for a max or a min, we are going to complete the square. So remember that, because we're going to use that a lot when we're solving word problems. So when we're solving word problems, we're going to complete the square, because if we complete the square, we're going to get our input for our max slash min. So our max slash min equals our k value, and our input to get the max slash min is equal to the h value. So that's going to be very, very helpful when we are solving word problems.